Hello everyone, this is James, and welcome to my reaction of the wreck of Edmund Fitzgerald. And I haven't done any home free, and as most of you know, I'm predominantly a voice play and Jeff Castellucci reaction channel, but before that, I was a huge, and still am, a huge home free fan. In fact, it's that crossover between home free to voice play. I mean, one led to the other. And the reason I haven't reacted to home free is because I've watched them all their videos 30 times, 40 times, up until around the time Austin left. So it's a few months, maybe up to a year. I'm not quite sure. The last 5 or 6 videos I haven't really watched. So it's about time we correct that, because I love home free. And I'm curious to see where their new setup is taking them, how it works out. I have no idea, but I've heard from a few of you that this is really one that's worth listening to. So, you know, I can't wait. Home free is like going home, right? In the acapella world. So let's get on with it. Let's see where this goes. Wow, look at that cinematography. Hey, is that a green screen? I see like a... I doubt it, knowing home free. It's probably on location, right?
The legend lives on from the Chippewa down of the big lake they call Gitchigumi. The lake, it is said, never gives up her dead when the skies of November turn gloomy.
His voice!
With a load of iron ore, 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed empty.
Wow.
That good ship and true was a bone to be chewed when the gales of November came early.
A storm?
The ship was the pride of the American side, coming back from...
Sorry to pause so early, but that's what going home with home free means, is that, to me at least, the key to why I enjoy this so much is really just the absolute velvet harmonies. It's such a warm sound. Their harmonies are unparalleled. And noticing here there's a slight rocking to the camera motion, and I mention that because I do get very seasick, even if it's on screen. So even though it's moving very slightly, I'm feeling it. So there's a sense of foreboding here. He mentioned there's a storm coming, they're on a ship. I see where this one's going, so let's keep going.
The ship was the pride of the American side, coming back from some mill in Wisconsin. As the big freighters go, it was bigger than most, with the crew and good captain well seasoned, concluding some terms with a couple of steel firms when they left fully loaded for Cleveland. Then later that night when the ship's bell rang, could it be the north wind they'd been feeling?
The camera work. So now they're hit by, you know, the wind and the sea, and the camera starts rocking even more. And I mentioned I feel it, like I get very seasick. So it's making me uncomfortable in the best possible way because it's immersive. And wow, I can. That's the thing about home free voice play also, is I can hear each of their individual voices. I know them so well, and the new person I can't. Sorry to, you know, the big bands, but I can't remember his name. But because I know all the voices, I can hear his too. He's got that high harmony. It's wonderful, really, truly wonderfully immersive. Chance.
Tattletale sound and a wave broke over the railing, and every man knew, as the captain did too, 'twas the witch of November came stealing. Dawn, it came late and the breakfast had to wait when the gales of November came slashing. When the afternoon came, it was freezing rain in the face of hurricane west wind. Ooh, ah.
also, I've got to say it, Humphrey are masters of opening and closing that, you know, those vowels. So they go from oohs to ahs, and when they open up, it's that ah, you know, and then they close it again with ooh. It creates this kind of, it's like a journey, like an emotional journey. And wow, there's so much to say here. I really should wait to the end already. I'll wait to the end. No one wants to hear me prattle on, so let's keep going.
When supper time came, the old cook came on deck saying, fellas, it's too rough to feed ya.
Ouch.
At 7 p.m. a main hatchway caved in. He said, fellas, it's been good to know ya.
Ooh. That's not good.
The captain wired in, he had water coming in, and the good ship and crew was in peril. Then later that night, when his lights went out of sight,
the rocking's increasing now.
Of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Wow. So the set work here is incredible. Was not, I don't remember it being, I mean, they've upped their game significantly for what I remember. Humphrey I've always loved the fact that their sets are naturalistic, usually shot on location, somewhere beautiful in the hills, or, you know, as opposed to Humphrey's, you know, preference for having control of props and the set. Quite a beautiful difference between the two groups here. But this is, you know, the rocking slowly increasing, the lights went out. It really is very immersive. And again, on location here. I don't know if it's on, is it on like the actual wreck? Well, obviously not, right? So, but anyway, it's great stuff.
Came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Oh, Tim.
Does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn the minutes to hours?
Wow.
The searchers all say they'd have made Whitefish Bay if they'd put 15 more miles behind her. They might have split up or they might have capsized. They may have broke deep and took water.
Chance is a personal favorite of mine. They all have incredible voices, but his voice, his baritone, to me, it's got that twang to it. It's got that warmth, a slight grit, and it's, you know, for a better word, I mean, it's an orgasm listening to Chance, to me. And the more I listen to him, the more I like him. Everything about this production is great. It plays completely to their strengths, which is to say their harmonies and their voices. There's no added complications here. It's just a celebration of a cappella music, added to a beautiful historical angle, which they always do. And I don't want to get political, but I think Humphrey's a group. I mean, I've never even been to the US, right? But Humphrey, their patriotism, their passion for American history is really, it rubs off on me in the best possible way. And it makes me want to wave an American flag. And as long, I think, as you come at it from the right angle, which is a celebratory way, it's really a beautiful thing to listen to. And it's almost controversial to say that nowadays, right? But I love what they do. I love their angle. And I'm talking way too much, but it's been too long for Humphrey. And I'm having a lot of feelings listening to them again. And it reminds me that it's been too long and I really need to catch up. So let me keep going.
Capsized, they may have broke deep and took water.
And all that remains is the faces and the names of the wives and the sons and the daughters. Lake Huron rolls, Superior sings in the rooms of her ice water mansion. Old Michigan steams like a young man's dreams. The islands and bays are for sportsmen.
Nausea.
And farther below, Lake Ontario takes in what Lake Erie can send her. And the iron boats go, as the mariners all know, with the gales of November remembered.
There's this constant rolling by the bass here by Tim that really, it feels like the waves, you know. It's this constant, and again, like it adds to this kind of seasickness I'm having. Just the camera, it's so, I mean, it's a testament to how well put together this is if I'm feeling seasick, right?
Musty old hall in Detroit, they parade in the Maritime Sailors Cathedral.
So he's a high tenor.
The church bell chimes till it rang 29 times for each man on the Edmund Fitzgerald. The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. Superior, they said, never gives up her dead when the gales of November come early.
So we get Tim doing the our little dragonborn comes there, little what's it called, the horn of Hellhammer there, that echoing growl. I don't know if it's a growl, but whatever he's doing there, such a beautiful echoing sound. Missed him so much.
When the gales of November come early.
Okay. That's the crew. Wow, what an ending. Wow. Okay. So I love how it ends. So like it doesn't actually end. It just fades out into kind of eternity. Lot to say about this one. Okay. If you're here for the reaction, thank you very much. I know it's a bit of a confused reaction. It has because I haven't heard Home Free in a long time, but I'm having a lot of thoughts about this and a lot of emotions. Actually, there's something quite haunting and beautiful about this. So if you're here for the reaction, thank you very much. If you want to hear what I think about it, just wait about 10 seconds and I'll get into a conclusion. Thank you very much. I felt that this production was somewhere between a lament and a shanty. It conjures those emotions, certainly. It's quite haunting and timeless. And I love how Home Free are so incredibly immersive. Like at one point I had to turn on the captions here because if it wasn't for the captions, I would have drifted off and not really listened to the words so much because they really take you places. And as I mentioned, I'm not kidding how I was having quite a lot of feelings in this, partly because it brings me back to all those productions I've listened to. I used to spend literally hours every night, you know, having a glass of wine and listening to Home Free and then being blown away and then going on watching what other people and other reactions were. And it was a never-ending cycle that was something I loved and still do, right? And now it all comes back to me. I remember why. I remember why I started this voice play journey, and it's for the same reason. I felt like with Home Free, I'd missed out, you know? I should have been doing it for Home Free. I felt like I wanted to record my reactions as a journey, but I listened to all the songs so many times by now that but it doesn't feel right to react to something you've done 30 times, listened to 30 times, right? So I decided to do that with Home Free, with voice play, excuse me, because it was a clean slate. But listening to this, I remember where it all stems from, where it all comes from. And that's because voice play's harmonies are just incredible, just so emotional, so smooth, so warm, and Tim's constant rolling there. It all comes back to me now. So that's it for really a conclusion. There's so much in this production that I love. Details, the on location set, the historical angle, as I mentioned. You know, I love their passion for history and they're telling a good story. You learn something, and thank you. That's pretty much all I want to say. I really do want to get back into Home Free. There are 5 or 6 songs I haven't reacted to. And I think it's about time. So thank you very much for being here. If you stuck this far, I mean, you're a legend. Thank you very much. So I'll catch you on the next one.